Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Srimad Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. Today, we continue in the celebrations of the month of the Ramanujans, and I stated, I think 2 days ago, my memory is not as sharp as it used to be, that we started this month of the Ramanujans during lockdown. And in December 2019, Sherwen referred two of his friends who were drug addicts, and they had learned through Sherwen and others that this ashram has potency to cure addiction and other ailments. So they approached me. One was addicted to cocaine and one was addicted to sugars. So they approached me and informed me that they would now like to become clean. However, I did not have, and we still do not have space to rehabilitate anyone. But I brought them into this very ashram. I cordoned off one section with decor. Both these boys were from the Christian faith. Both of them were Christians, and they were related. So, sugars is one of the hardest drugs to get wind out of, but we managed to clean both these people. After 14 days, they were allowed to leave. So one cousin left and the other stayed back. He wanted to do 6 months. And it was You remember his name, Amita? Charles. So Charles and Leon. So Charles decided to stay back, and he assisted during lockdown to build the ashram, or to create the parapet walls around the ashram. And he also became the cameraman, because our camera woman was afraid of COVID-19. I didn't see our camera woman for a very, very long time. So Charles was a cameraman, and he used to be very engrossed in filming this month of the Ramanujans. And he informed me that every image that he was filming came alive, and that is why he used to get stuck onto the image, and he used to have his own personal relationship with this image. He was of a Christian faith. He was a recovering drug addict, and some would say he might have been hallucinating. It's fine. But everyone who has entered this ashram has endorsed that this place is spiritually potent, and it is these images and these murtis in this ashram that is the reservoir of spirituality. It is from these images and murtis in which spiritual potency has been instilled. This spiritual potency energizes this ashram spiritually. So, from 2 years ago already, somebody from the Christian faith, he's gone back to church now and he's left the ashram after he has recovered. Somebody from another faith had the opportunity to see that our images and our murtis really come to life. Lord Sri Ramanuj, in his lifetime, instilled life into his own murtis, and he also showed a sultan when he went to pick up one of the murtis from Delhi. I'll go deeper maybe in one of my discourses. So the sultan told him that if you want to take this murti, then this murti must walk. And Lord Sri Ramanuj gave the murti life, and that murti walked. And it was then that the sultan gave that murti to Lord Sri Ramanuj. Significance behind this, I will explain later. But I am corroborating evidentially that which cannot be seen, but that which is taking place at the Sri Narayan Dham, as this is an ashram of the Sri Sampradaya, of which Lord Sri Ramanuj is the Adi Guru and Swami Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj is the Siksha Guru. With this background, I want to introduce Swami Narayan Ramanujan Das, and he is going to give us his experiences, whatever he wants to talk about from his perspective for the next few minutes, or as much time as he wants to take. Swamiji, you have to stand. Even Vishwadav didn't try that trick.
Yeah, I get very nervous, you'll see. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Guruji, Acharya Sham Ramanuj, and my loving Jai Shriman Narayan to one and all. Today, I've been honored with the task of sharing my experiences at the Sri Narayan Dham. So, to give you a little history, my family and Mama kept on telling me to come to the Dham and to come to the ashram as the Guru wanted to see me. I was very hesitant to come to the Dham as I did not trust my family's version of a temple. Eventually, one day Mama brought me to the Dham, and as soon as we came to the entrance of the driveway, it just felt like home. It's like when, a kid just recognizes its mother, or when you just go to a place where you feel unconditional love. And that's the feeling that I felt just by the entrance of the driveway. The atmosphere of the Dham is very tranquil and brings peace to one's soul. I felt the presence of all the gods and goddesses on my first visit. And for me, that was validation that this is a spiritually potent place. The Dham is what I would call a spiritual hotspot. During normal, regular satsangs, I feel and sense and also see the divine. I will share with you guys some of my experiences. During the Lakshmi Puja that we've done last year in August, I could feel and see Mother Lakshmi in the Dham, and she blessed everyone who was present here. I think, Kemi, we have a photo of Mother Lakshmi. That photo has a lot of power and life in her. During Ramayan week, Guru was talking about the battle of good versus evil. And whilst he was giving this discourse, I could see Hanuman flying in with the mountain, which contained the Sanjeevani herbs. From reading the Ramayana, one would think that the herb had to be digested in order for it to have worked. But Guruji had granted the vision and showed me the deeper meaning of this. And it was actually the essence of the herb that was so potent that the warriors on the battlefield started to recover just with the scent of the herb. At this point, I've seen Guruji and Lord Ram bless and heal everyone that was present during that satsang. Many a times I have seen our Adi Guru and Shiksha Guru come alive in the ashram. Their presence are ever felt, whether it is during satsang or if you're just coming to visit the ashram. Their presence is very unconditional. It's hard to use words to explain the amount of love, light, and healing that our gurus give to us. Our Adi Guru and all our Devis, Devatas are residents at the Sri Narayan Dham. And if you are willing, they will always share wisdom, healing and blessings to you. At one occasion, I have seen our Shiksha Guru come alive and was so extremely proud and happy of the work done by our Acharyaji that he danced in joy, and he danced this entire platform. This experience can be experienced by anyone, not only those who are sensitive, but all you have to do is to learn to surrender to the Guru, and he will allow this feeling, sensation, and visions to occur. Our Lord Narayan's energy is fully submerged in the Dham. All the energies are accessed and channeled by our spiritual master, whom gives to the devotees in the doses that we can handle, because the energy from Lord Narayan is absolutely potent and strong. So it has to be channeled through, and our Guruji does so lovingly. I would also like to share some of my personal Guru Leelas, and one of it is a funny story. It was Hanuman Jayanti this year, and I offered a rot to Guruji's photo, and as I left the rot at the photo, I said, Narayan Gurudev, enjoy the rot, I won't make it for satsang. 2 minutes later, my cell phone rings, and Guruji phones and asks, what's the story, why are you not coming? And 2 minutes later, transport arrangements was made, and I was worried about work. But at that time, after Guruji spoke to me, my boss phoned and said that the deadline has been extended. So this is one of the Leelas that I wanted to share with you guys. Another one is, I think you can vote on this one. I was writing a test for work, and I wasn't very prepared. And I thought I knew everything until, of course, the test had come. And when I saw the test, I was like, oh my God, I did not prepare this hard. I took a deep breath in, and I took Acharyaji's name, and I said, please help me. And to my surprise, which I shouldn't have been, I've passed with an A+ aggregate. The recent event that was held at the Sri Narayan Dham, the Oneness program, was an extraordinary event. On this day, I was blessed through the grace of our Guruji, to see all the gods of different faiths in one place. I had seen Lord Narayan, Mother Lakshmi, Lord Jesus, and the Holy Prophet. There were also angels present in this event. After taking initiation with our Guruji, Guruji had allowed Lord Shiva to reveal to me the Guru Gita, as I've never read it before. I have always wanted to, but I'm one of those procrastinators who'd be like, tomorrow is another day. During satsang, Guru allowed Lord Shiva to reveal the Guru Gita to me, and I then, after, verified this. And this is how we know that the wisdom, the knowledge is absolute and true. Whatever Guru expounds and whatever Guru foretells is always true. I would like to end by saying a verse from the Chalisa and my small interpretation of it. This hasn't been proved, but it's just my personal interpretation. So the Chalisa goes, Shri Guru Charana Sarojaraja Nijamana Mukura Sudhar Bharano Raghubara Vimala Jasa Jodhayaka Palachar. And the crux of that is that from the dust of the Guru's feet clears up the mirror of illusion. Have we not all been practicing and preparing for the time to see a spiritual bona fide master? The part that I'd like to draw your attention to, and which is my understanding, is pal char. And for me, that means that there are 4 types of Ram. One is the Raja Ram, which is King Ram. The other is Salig Ram, which is the form of Ram worshipped in the form of a stone. The other is Parasuram, who is Ram in the form of a warrior. And the 4th Ram is Atma Ram. And in order for one to realize an Atma Ram, or the Atma Ram, as God is in our soul, this can only be given to us through the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. I'd like to leave you guys with some food for thought and something to go home thinking about. We all revere Mahadev, Lord Shiva. He is always in constant meditation. I want everyone to be curious and to think, what or whom is Lord Shiva meditating on? And the answer to this is quite simple. Surrender to a bona fide spiritual master, and all of these secrets shall be revealed. Jai Shri Narayan.
Thank you very much, Swami Narayan Ramanuj Das. Did you see him shake? No shaking at the Sri Narayan Dham. No one shakes at the Sri Narayan Dham. Beside, I think, our Vishwadhar, when he gave his first speech at Resmont, we had to pay for the tile where he was facing. The school made us, because the tiles were worn out. So this is real life, lifetime testimony. So whenever invited guests cannot make it, I'm going to catch the initiated, newly initiated disciples, Swamis and Swamins, to give an experience. Okay? So I may not forewarn you, Amita and Jessica, when there is a blank here, and as you witnessed, our Bhaiya did not shake, our Swamiji did not shake. Jai Shri Narayan.